Z100.
Mo here on Z100. Welcome to Z100. Zendaya, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Did I say your name right?
Zendaya, well done.
Okay,
Yeah,
because
you did not say Zendaya, which is the usual one.
that's the one that makes you like
That's
make
the
your
one.
eyebrows go down a little
It's
bit.
like the cringe, like, ugh.
Yeah, so how many different variations have you heard of your name that you just go, oh, really?
Oh, man, there's been Zendaya.
What up, Zendaya?
Zendaya is the common one.
Uh-huh.
There's, people like, it's gotten crazy.
Now, are you at the point to where you correct people, or you just like let it slide?
Sometimes I don't even hear it. I'm just like, meh. And also it's because like I don't know how to say it. It comes off rude.
It is, because that's one of those things where someone said, like, you're at a doctor's office.
Yeah.
And they're like, saying your name, and you're just like, do I say it in front of everybody? They didn't say it right.
And it's also hard to be like, it's Zendaya. Like, I don't
that's my name.
You have to, exactly.
Yeah,
like,
so you don't want to come off snotty.
wrong. Yeah.
Exactly.
I have to be like, oh, it's Zendaya.
Yeah, you're like, you have to smile
really
and giggle when you say it. Exactly.
Yeah. Gotta bring the Disney charm.
Exactly. Gotta put the
Gotta
Disney charm like all the time. Exactly. But like that's like embedded in your soul, I think. Once you become part of the Disney family, that's like it's in your soul. Like you just smile, and it feels really good to smile.
That's right. Well, that's just a personal thing. I'm just a positive person. You know what I'm saying? So
that's good, because your name means something really positive.
it means to give thanks.
Yeah.
So
see,
you know what I'm saying? It's all in there.
Is that like kind of growing up? How old are you now?
I'm 17.
Yeah, so growing up, maybe when you were like 12, 13, or you probably found out what your name meant before that, but growing up and when maybe your family told you what your name meant, is that like something to really live up to? I'm like, man, I really can't screw up now. I just can't screw up, man, with a name like this.
I didn't, I never thought about it like that. Now that I think about it, well,
now
dang,
it's going to be in your conscious all day. We're like, oh, no. Now I got to donate more money.
Am I to give thanks? Am I? No, but I think it's really, I think I'm just that kind of person. I think raised by, my parents and just have those morals, those values or whatever. I just feel like that giving them that name is kind of like the perfect name.
And your family's hanging out with you today?
All the time.
Yeah,
I always have my dad with me or my mom. My mom's at home right now. She's back in LA, but I always have some form of parental unit around me.
Now we're going to talk like he's not in the room right now.
Given that I am 17.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because you're 17.
I'm a minor, so there's that.
So we're going to talk like he's not in the room right now. He's like, all right, be careful. But is it? I don't want to say weird, but because it's your dad. You love your dad, but is it like more pressure, or is he like become now your like, hey, don't do this, do that. Make sure you smile.
Okay, here's the thing.
Let me get that smile on you.
Here's the one. Dad is the easy one. It's really
that's why mom's home.
Mom's like the mom. She's like the get to bed on time, the turn off your computer,
strict.
the strict. That's where it comes from. Mom. I'm a little more afraid of my mom than my dad. You know what I'm saying? My dad is like, meh, I can pretty much, butter him up
because he has an eye on
whatever.
you now, 24/7.
And
so
plus, I'm daddy's little girl, so it's like,
course.
we always got that sweet spot. I can get ice cream at 3:00 in the morning if I really try. I'm like,
Daddy, I want ice cream, please.
I'm so tired, please. Like, come on,
Let's talk about
It's
all the amazing things you're a part of, because we go from Shake It Up, Dancing with the Stars, the White House. That's kind of a big deal when
just performing.
Hey, President, like,
the
what's
first
up?
Family, whatever.
Yeah, them.
No biggie.
And then a book.
Yes.
Like, and teaming up with somebody from Dancing with the Stars, with your book. That's kind of a big deal.
What? What did I do?
Cheryl?
No. Actually, they just have the same name.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Burke. Cheryl Burke. She helped me write the book. She's a writer.
Okay. Yeah.
They just happen to have
wow,
the
they have the same. Wow. It's in the same paragraph that I read, so I kind of got confused.
It's all good.
Okay. All right. But anyway, but either way, a memoir. Like writing. That's kind of a big deal at your age, isn't it?
It is a big deal. I think I wanted to make something that was going to be like, I guess you could say, useful and not just like something you're going to pick up, put back down. It's something.
It's really relatable too. You're 17 and you're talking to people maybe a little younger, too, up to your age. It's like, hey. You can be confident. That's a really big deal coming from someone.
Yeah, you got to keep it real. I think it's always awkward when like a tween advice book is written by an adult, because it's like, come on.
It's
bro,
like it's been a few years.
It's been a little while.
Yeah.
When's the last time you used Instagram? Honestly,
exactly. There was none.
There wasn't an Instagram at your time. So I think it's just
offering
offering that real advice from someone who's really experienced it and it's a little closer to my time frame. So.
Yeah. And how's the reaction been with that? Because
really good.
Because music is one thing. We got Replay. We got that outlet that you have now.
Yeah.
Like, you do the TV thing. You're doing the TV thing. You're doing the on-screen everything. And now people could really experience you through music.
Yeah.
And now they could, like, read read what's kind of in your head, can we say?
Yeah, exactly.
And I mean, they kind of, people have you from all angles now, which is awesome.
Exactly. I think, the book has been helpful. I think it's all, it's about a lot of deep things, and, when it comes down to confidence issues and all that kind of stuff that, I put out my personal, experiences or whatever. And then there's also things that's like, hey, I'm having a sleepover and I don't really know how to ask people to a sleepover. Like, I need help.
It's like a how-to and a sleepover.
It's like how-to little things. It's not always about super dramatic things. It's also about things that like we really go through. Like how do I have curly hair. I don't know what to do with it today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm having a really bad hair day. Do you have a tip for me? Like it's stuff like that. It's real, relatable, understandable stuff.
That's awesome. So you're like, now everybody is into your world.
That's right.
And now you're kind of getting, I think music is the biggest thing to get into their world, because music really touches people on a different level, I think.
Exactly.
And and you came out with the song Replay, and not just that, but the album, but Replay, everybody's hearing on the radio and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What did you expect before you started hearing? Were you like super nervous, like how are people going to take me now musically, or were you always like whatever?
Of course, cool. I was a little nervous, but I feel like I wanted to come out the gate with like really strong music that is like, people are going to naturally have some kind of whatever thought, preconceived notion, given that I'm younger and whatever from Disney Channel and that whole thing. And so that's why the music just has to speak for itself. So I knew the music had to be very quality, high, and I want it to be just as good as, if not better than, everything else out there. But also be positive and something that the kids can listen to, but so can their big brothers and sisters and
their parents, maybe.
And their parents, you know what I'm saying? Cool. Everyone can get into it, but it's also positive for everyone, It has that sound and whatever, and it's creating its own lane, given that, R&B pop mixture, but it's still...
It's fun.
It's still just positive. It's so cool.
Well, Replay, like, you can't not dance to it. Like, even if you're sitting down, a little booty cheek is moving, at some point.
Exactly.
It's happening.
That's what makes good music, is that if you move to it, like for example, every MJ song, there's not one that you can play and not move to.
Even the slower ones.
Even the slow ones.
Like, you can't help but to move. Like, your neck is moving.
Yeah, man.
If nothing else, your neck is moving. Exactly. It's popping a little bit.
You
got to do that. So what's, like, I know it's hard to ask a 17-year-old this, but like, what's next? Like, you've done so much already. Like, what can you let us know that's like what you really want? And maybe it doesn't even have to be like, fame type stuff. It could be just like, what do you really want?
There's lots of stuff that, my ultimate goal, and it's very
she
extreme.
giggled now. Hold on. Why did you giggle before that?
It's extreme because people are probably like, okay, but it's like, I want to break the record for most Grammys won in one sitting. Now, that is extreme. I realize
but you know how many people that won a zillion different Grammys said that too at one time? Maybe not in an interview, but even in their own bedroom or wherever.
But you have to have that motivation, if you want to shoot for the stars, you got to really go for it. And so, hey, if MJ can do it, there's no reason why anybody else couldn't do it, and why can't that anybody else be Zendaya, So I feel like it's about working hard and the passion for it. So if you really believe in something, and I tell my fans that all the time, if there's a goal out there and it sounds impossible, well, then it's up to you to make it possible.
And now I know why you wrote that book.
Pretty much. I'm an inspiring kind of person.
Yeah, you seem like you grew up that way, and so it's really easy for you to portray that too. It's there's no ifs, ands, or buts. Like, that's just the way you are.
Yeah.
And that's what's really cool about it. So talk more about the album. Now, people are really exposed to Replay.
Yes.
And maybe they haven't bought the album yet, and they're like, I want to hear more of her. What can people really expect? Now, are they going to be like, wow, on some songs? Like, whoa, I didn't expect that from her.
Yes.
Especially after watching you maybe on TV. Yeah.
I wanted people to be a little... People are going to be skeptical, and I want people to take the chance to just listen to it, and I usually... 9 times out of 10, they're happy with the outcome. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to create, music that was its own. I wanted to make my own sound, which is that, R&B pop mix kind of deal.
What you like normally,
exactly.
Anyway.
What I like, and every single song, I would listen to a trillion times. I wouldn't ever put anything else, putting anything else out there that I wouldn't listen to. If I wouldn't listen to it, how can I expect anyone else to want to listen to it? So I really enjoy the music, and I'm very hands-on with everything when it comes down to like the video, artwork, everything, That
was my next question, because sometimes, you think of the Justin Biebers of the world when they first started, when they were really young and under 18 years old, like how much say or how much creativity are you really allowed to put in to your work? I think people wonder that
all the time.
Really young, especially with Twitter and Instagram and Facebook, people are just so easily connecting to you.
Yeah.
That I think people wonder these things, and we never thought that they would think of these things.
Exactly. And you know, it's also like, you know, being 16, because that's when I started, you know, recording the album. I'm 17 now, but you know, it's easy to say like, oh, she doesn't really know what she's talking about. She's 16, like, okay, whatever. But
yeah, what do you say to that? Because that does happen a lot.
Of course, but I fortunately was surrounded by people that really believed in my vision and was like, you know, if this is really what you want to do, then like we agree with you. And so that's why I'm really excited, because I'm able to be that creative, that hands-on person. I get to be in control of everything, you know, when it comes down to the video for Replay, you know, that I made that treatment on my phone, you know, like what I wanted, I really recorded it on a voice memo and sent it to the director. You know, I found the choreographer, you know, the style, the pictures, what pictures I chose, and why I wanted them to, everything had a reason, and it was all from my mind. So I think that's really cool, being that, you know, I can be young and I can still do that. I think it's a good message, I think, for everyone.
I was just gonna say, good message. No matter if you wanted to be a singer or a doctor, whatever, it really has to come from yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah. Man, it's so inspiring just talking to you, and I'm a lot older than you are.
Thank you. I'm gonna have a seminar soon. No.
Yeah, it's gonna be. You're not gonna just
Life
have
coach.
you're not gonna just have the mic attached to your head when you sing. You're gonna be like doing like the Marriott, like, you know, like talking to like 6,000 people over there. I'd be like, I don't know. Maybe, you never know. I mean, it sounds like you got your head on right. Your dad is like, yep, that's my daughter. So like,
the Beyonce meets Oprah. I'm thinking more in that.
I
world.
like
You know
that. Beyonce meets. I like that a lot. But just don't retire as quick as Oprah did, because I feel like, you know, her show went away. I don't know. I was an Oprah fan.
Yeah.
So.
But I mean, Oprah's still killing it. She's Oprah. She can do whatever she wants, basically.
Thank you so much for hanging out at Z100. We appreciate absolutely everything you're doing. Replay, I think, shocked a lot of people in an awesome way.
Good.
And I think we're looking forward to more. That's what we want.
Sounds good.
Thanks for hanging out at Z100.
Thank you.